Hello everyone, Equestrian horse feeds rider Alanna Clarke Equestrian here today, and I am with the amazing Valegro and also Alan Davies, who is Valegro's top groom and just top groom of the world really. So hello Alan, how are you doing?
Good, thank you.
So Alan, we're all wondering, seeing as you look after Valegro and other top horses just like him, how do you deal with the pressure of that?
I try and keep things as normal as possible, and just try and keep their routine as normal as possible, and try not to think about any pressures from outside.
So you don't get too precious with them?
Try not to.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, you have to take the best care possible, and you have to take care that they don't get injured, but at the same time, they are horses. They have to be kept as horses, and they have to have their own time, and they have to be allowed to just relax and chill out. So I try not to think of the outside pressures, and I try to keep things as normal as possible for them.
Yeah, so leading on from that, do you think it's important for the world's top horses that do dressage and stuff to be hacked out and jumped and turned out and not just flat worked all the time?
Absolutely, they've got to do a bit of everything. At the end of the day, they're athletes, so they've got to be fit, and they've got to be conditioned to cope with all sorts of different things.
Yeah.
So at our place, they have to cope with. We have birds running free everywhere. They have chickens, guinea fowl, peacocks, and they hack out and they go and see the sights, and they have a life. They've got to be able to have a life. Otherwise, they would, I think, lose their personality and lose their joie de vivre. So I think it's very important. Yes.
Yeah. So, looking after these horses, what's your top piece of equipment that you could not live without?
Well, being a groom, it's obviously my grooming kit. It's so important the time I spend grooming them. It's bonding time. I get to know each horse individually. I get to know their likes and dislikes. It's a time to go over them and make sure they haven't got anything wrong with them. And it keeps their skin and their all-round well-being in good shape. So it's probably my grooming kit, my brushes and curry combs and things like that. I think that's the most important thing to me as a groom.
So does Valegro actually enjoy being groomed then? Because I know some horses don't.
In the summer, yes, he does. In the winter, not so much when he's clipped. He's extremely sensitive. He's got quite a thin coat, and as you see, he changes colour in the winter when he's clipped out. He goes a sort of a wishy-washy colour. So I have to be very careful what sort of brushes I use on him in the winter. Yeah.
Now, this is the one that everyone really wants to know. Every horse has a tickly spot. Where is Valegro's tickly spot?
The tickly spot he doesn't like is under his tummy, but the one that he does love to be rubbed on is under his chin, under here. And he will stand for hours being rubbed like this.
Oh, how lovely.
And that's his favourite go-to spot when he needs a bit of attention and a bit of loving.
Oh, bless him. He is so beautiful. And thank you so much for doing this interview, Alan. I really appreciate it.
Nice to meet you.
So guys, that is all from Alan today. Thank you so much for watching, and until next
champions, Charlotte the Giant, and the absolutely stunning Valegro. Because he's a little bit older, we're letting him go a little bit more forward. So in a test, he would have to do that on the spot. But because he hasn't been doing a lot of this, there we go, round he goes, he turns, every step same. So Charlotte, how do you think Charlotte does this? It's not just about being a superhero rider, it's about conditioning yourself. A good dressage rider rides with a lot of core strength. So it's not just your legs, your reins, and it's your body as well that actually is so difficult. To be able to go from passage to pier, not many horses in the world can do it like this.
And when we're able to dressage at that top level, the more difficult you can make the test, the bigger the marks going to come out of it.
Do you know what the problem is though? Yes, the upper body come forward. Let's have a look again, Charlotte, this time being a little bit braver. So she's going to let her upper body come forward. That's more like it. So there we have an extended trot. Right forward. Here she's going to do the one-time changes. So watch Charlotte's legs every stride behind the horse, asking him to jump off the floor. And there you have a very clean line of one-time changes. He's an old boy now, but you can see there Charlotte just has to ride a rhythm that